I was approaching the intersection. It was a four-way stop. I stopped. It was then I saw another car approaching the same intersection. She was talking on her cell phone. She blew right through that intersection without even slowing down. Fortunately, I had stopped and there was no incident. Why had she done that? Was she just a stop sign runner? You know the answer. Her focus was not on driving. It was on the conversation she was having on her phone. While we're not going to debate cell phone use, we're going to bring you to the applied focus model for success. We were there once before. And one of the pillars that supports success, and it is focus, looks like this. So far in our model for success, we've only touched one component, and I really mean touched. I walked you through one avenue of learning employees, one that isn't used enough. Like any structure, the foundation, while critically important, is not much good without the rest of the parts. In these short sessions, there is little time to go into any great depth. More complete materials, of course, can be found in the wrong bottom line still that I've already told you about. I will try to expand on materials as we go along, but let's moving on. Let us go back to the model and examine some other necessary components. Let's examine the first key pillar, which I already noted was focus. What do we mean here by that term? Sometimes focus is confused with goals and objectives. Focus is something more. It is the North Star, so to speak. It is the underlying belief that drives everything else. The woman driving the car was completing a number of goals and objectives, and although your neglect of focus may not end up in a crash, it will have an effect on how you think and how you operate, and ultimately how successful you are. You may not consciously be aware of your focus, but if you really examine how you operate, you should be able to see it. Being aware of your focus helps you to modify, if you wish, and of course, hopefully if you're not aware of it, this will help you discover it. If you're a car salesperson, for example, what is your focus? Is it selling cars? If you're a realtor, is your focus moving property? If you're a teacher, is your focus providing information or skills to kids? Well, hopefully the answer to all of the above is no. Or with a response that indicates that those are just some of the objectives. Of course, if you're a car salesperson, you certainly need to sell cars. If you're a realtor, you certainly need to move properties. And if you're a teacher, you certainly want students to leave your classes with information and skills. But all of these are objectives and goals that fit in your focus. And no, this is not a word game, semantics. There is a difference. As I previously stated, focus is much more. Focus is the underlying basis for why and how and what you do. If you pay attention to the focus, you will be more successful in every way. Let me explain. If I am a car salesperson, my focus should be on best meeting the transportation needs of the person looking for a vehicle. It is not a pressure to sell. It is not a seeing how high I can get them or playing a talk to my manager game. If you are sincere regarding meeting the transportation needs of the people you encounter, you will not only sell cars, you'll also feel good about what you did for the customer. If you're a realtor, The better you understand the individual looking to buy a home or a place of business, the more likely you are to find a property that will fit their needs, and actually more likely to create a sale. Additionally, those people you help will be appreciative and share that information with others. On the other hand, if you try to get them into thinking they have to have something that will maybe have difficulty paying for, your reputation is very likely to go down. I have a big story on realtors. I'll tell you one time here. A teacher who focuses on the growth and development of individuals will be more successful on every front. Think of teachers you have had. What were the characteristics of those who made the greatest impact on you? So your underlying focus runs your show, sets the parameters, and provides the basis for your goals and objectives. So to determine your focus, stand back away from your job, your profession, and so on, and ask the question, what do I really want to do for the people who put their trust in me? Your attention is not to your wants, but the needs and wants of the people who come to you. Check your focus. It might be really an interesting experience and move you in the right direction. See you next time.